chance to hear it, so let her tell it. People on the streets say Sabrina speaks. Tune into the show, she will let you know. Tell all your friends and family. Real talk is no joke. You get the news straight up from grassroots and concerns. You can hear with some people gone. So tell all your friends to tune in to
Good evening, Cayman. I'm Sabrina Turner, and welcome to Sabrina Speaks, your daily dose of clarity, truth, and community insights. Every weekday from 5 to 6:30 p.m., we're tackling the issues that affect you, from national headlines to grassroots concerns. Whether you're in traffic or winding down your day, this is your chance to hear it straight and speak your truth. So buckle up, Cayman. We're not holding back.
This is the show. We gotta let you know. Now we got to go.
And now here's Sabrina.
I'm here. I had to do something really silly today. Yes. It's so good to be back with you on this Friday evening for another episode of Sabrina Speaks. Please bear with me. I've had so much adventures today. There's been so much good. There's been so much to be thankful for. And life happens, right? Yeah, it does. But you know what? Welcome to another episode of Sabrina Speaks, Voices of the Islands, Conversations for the World, and the podcast where voices rise, stories unfold, and inspiration takes center stage. It's so good to be back with you. For those of you just tuning in for the first time, I am Sabrina, and we're broadcasting from the beautiful Cayman Islands here as we head into a long weekend. Yes, but you know what? I got to do this. It's welcome to our first edition of Free Flow Friday as we head into this long weekend here in the Cayman Islands. And today, it's a little special, more special, because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah. I must pause, to be honest with you. I must pause. Just to say a huge heartfelt thank you for the love that's been pouring out from all directions today. From the messages, the calls, the posts, the tags, the voice notes, you name it, even a few laughs with life happening. I must tell you, I see them, I feel them, and I appreciate every single one who took just a second, in some cases, a minute or two, some a little longer, to share the love. When you're used to being the one behind the scenes, celebrating others, planning for others, putting the spotlight on others, it's easy. But when the tables turn and the spotlight turns on you, it's really not easy. Still today, I'm embracing the gratitude, but I'm not accustomed to having all of this, despite me doing what I had to do with honestly just showing gratitude for being able to see another year. So I want to say to the Cayman Islands, to the wider community, to even friends and family abroad, yes, all over the world reached out to me today. I must tell you, Thank you for making me feel seen, valued, and celebrated. And I just want everyone to enjoy their Friday. I'm not the only one that's celebrating birthdays. Like I said, it's easy for me to do it, but I just have to say thank you. Thank you for all of the love that's being expressed on all the platforms, and they keep coming in even as we are live. Yeah, so it is a free flowing, uplifting, and full of good energy here as we roll into the long weekend. And yes, I did it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Slay, I know you said you got your glasses up. Slay Beauty Bar, you're going to do it with me today. It's my birthday. We're going to celebrate. We're going to do a cheers. Yes, yes, yes. To life, to me, to many more, and to well wishes. Only positive vibes. And I'm drinking out of my success glass today. That's a Moscato. It's white. It's sweet. Just the right temperature. Just how I like it. But a little birdie tells me that I need to get off early tonight because I'm being dragged out somewhere. You know how I do it. I'm going to extend it into the entire weekend. Because I'm taking it in strides, but I'm just giving thanks to all of you. 345-936-8255 is the number to call in. Join in on the conversation live and to also WhatsApp. I see them coming in. Thank you so much. If you don't want to call in live and join in into this Free Flow Friday. It is Free Flow Friday. It took on that identity from last week, and I said, wow. But please make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe the page so you know with your friends, so you're always notified and you never miss an episode. Oh, no. And I just want to remind everyone who is tuning in with us this evening. Free Flow Friday. Good evening. You're live on Sabrina Speaks. What's on your mind?
An early departure has been fully authorized. You are free to go whenever you feel like it. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday! Girl, get out of that studio. Go have fun. Bye.
Bye. Love you, my love. You see, when they give you permission, but you got to show up here. We got to show up here. And it's one of the things that I said, you either show up or you go MIA. And I didn't think that was fair to all of you because life happens, life goes on. This is live. I know a lot of you actually look forward to these episodes, whether or not it's my birthday. But yeah, I totally appreciate the love. The mere fact that it fell over a long weekend, I've been given the day back. So guess what? It officially starts at 7:01 for sure. But please remember that the views expressed by callers, guests, and online commenters are their own and not those of Bridge Media Limited, its affiliates, the Sabrina Speaks Show, or the host. Now, this program is for general information only and not a substitute for legal, medical, financial, or professional advice. All participants are reminded to speak responsibly and respectfully. Any content that is defamatory, discriminatory, unlawful, or harmful is strictly prohibited and will not be endorsed or tolerated. Now, by continuing, listener participation, yes, implies acceptance of this disclaimer. Like I said, 345-936-8255 is the number to call. Join in on the live. It is Free Flow Friday. It's one and Seema's open mic, but free flowing. So even if, we're in the middle of a conversation and you want to change the topic, look, it's Free Flow Fridays right here on the Sabrina Speaks Show. So what we will do, we'll just go ahead and get all of those formalities out of the way, because I know a lot of you like to hear what's going on with the weather as you make plans this weekend for your outdoor, indoor activities. Pretty much just making plans on a whole. Let's see what's happening with the forecast for this evening and into tomorrow. Compliments of the Cayman Islands Weather Service. The synopsis is calling for a tropical wave over the Western Caribbean that is expected to support few isolated showers tomorrow. Now, moderate southeasterly winds and seas are expected through the next 24 hours. Radar imagery shows a few showers drifting northwest of the Cayman area. The forecast for tonight is calling for cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the low 80s. Winds will be southeast 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. The forecast for tomorrow is calling for cloudy skies with a 40% chance of showers. Temperatures will rise to the upper 80s. Winds will be southeast 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. There will be a high tide this evening at 8:21, a low tide tomorrow at 2:26 a.m., and another high tide at 7:17. Sun will set this evening at 7:02. Sun will rise tomorrow morning at 5:48. Now, the outlook is calling for light to moderate winds along with moderate seas as the high pressure gradient slightly weakens over the Northwest Caribbean. There you have it. So you can plan your weekend accordingly. And we will definitely, if anything changes, we will definitely keep you abreast of it here on the platform as well. Let's go straight into the news for this evening right here on Free Floor Fridays of the Sabrina Speaks. That's almost like a tongue twister, isn't it? Let's see what's making the news nevertheless here this evening. Local news, we start with WRC. Yes, Workforce Opportunities and Residency Cayman is advising the public that its online services and payment portal was currently experiencing technical issues and will be taken offline for maintenance from 4 p.m. today, 12th of June. Now, anyone who made payments but could not complete their application or believes that they were charged twice is asked to email worcservices@gov.ky for assistance. Now, persons with urgent applications should visit the WORC office at 87 Apollo House, that's west in Georgetown, and WORC apologizes for any inconvenience and that, this is caused and will update the public once the portal is back online. In other local news this afternoon, His Majesty's Cayman Islands Prison Service has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Correctional Services of Canada, establishing a structured 5-year partnership aimed at strengthening correctional services. Now, the agreement focuses on training, knowledge, exchange, and capacity building as Cayman continues to address long-standing challenges, including aging facilities and overcrowding at HMP Northward. Official says that the partnership is designed to support modernization efforts and enhance rehabilitation outcomes across the local prison system. Police have arrested a 43-year-old Georgetown man following a search of his home and vehicle on Wednesday, 10th of June. Under the Firearms Act and the Drugs and Misuse Act, officers recovered a quantity of suspected cocaine and during a search of his vehicle, a quantity of suspected ganja. Now, further search inside of the residence uncovered a firearm and ammunition. All items were seized for investigation. The man was arrested on suspicion of possession of an unlicensed firearm, possession of ammunition, possession of cocaine, possession of ganja, and possession of ganja with intent to supply. He remains in custody as the investigation continues. Also, police are investigating reports of a suspected scam after cash was stolen from an account at a local financial institution. Now, one victim told officers that they received a call from someone claiming to be from their bank and were asked to provide personal banking details. It was later discovered that was unauthorized transaction had been made on the account. The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service is, however, reminding the public never to share banking information over the phone. Avoid clicking unknown links and verify any requests directly with your bank. Anyone who believes that they've been targeted or notice suspicious activity should contact the financial institution immediately and report the matter to the Georgetown Police Station. That number is 345-949-4222. And for this matter, the investigation is ongoing. Sustainable Cayman ambassadors mentor students at, CIS SDG College because members of Sustainable Cayman Ambassador Team spent this week mentoring students during the Cayman Islands Cayman International's 2026 Collaborative Science Project and SDG Challenge. Now, the 2-day event that was held yesterday and today brought together young innovators exploring creative solutions to advance the Sustainable Development Goals. Now, organizers say the initiative aims to inspire students and think critically to think critically about sustainability and develop practical ideas for a more resilient future. We turn our attention this evening over to Barbados in our regional and international news. Barbados offshore acreage could now hold more than 13 billion barrels of oil in place, according to seismic survey and technical assessments released as the country's advanced direct negotiation for exploration licenses across 19 offshore blocks. Now, official says that the estimate highlights the scale of Barbados' deep water potential, though it is not proven reserved figure and would require drilling to confirm commercial quantities. Energy officials include Acting Premier Minister Carrie Symonds says the island is seeking climate concessions partners with strong deep water capability. Now, the pre-qualification period for the 2026 offshore petroleum direct negotiation runs from June 1st to September 1st, with block awards expected between July 2026 and February of 2027. Turn our focus to Jamaica this evening. We see where Petrojam has received $3.3 billion loan from the government to support cash flow needs. Now, the update reported by Nationwide indicates that the assistance is intended to stabilize operations and help with the refinery meet its short-term financial obligations. Now, further details on repayment and long-term plans are expected to be outlined by the Minister of Finance. BVI, yes, we're talking about the British Virgin Islands here. Their government has announced plans to remove visa requirements for active work permit holders. Finance Minister Dr. Natilio D. Wheatley announced in his State of the Territory address on Tuesday, saying that the change was intended to ease travel challenges for workers who are already legally employed in the territory. Officials are expected, however, to outline the implementation process in the coming weeks. And look at what just happened today in the world. Elon Musk just happened because Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire as SpaceX shares surge on their stock market debut. Now, the company's strong opening valuation pushed Musk's net worth past the $1 trillion mark, marking the unprecedented milestone and global wealth rankings. Analyst says that the surge reflects investor confidence in SpaceX's launch business, satellite network, and long-term commercial space ambitions. We see where CBS reports earlier on today that is a stowaway carrying more than 500 pounds of cocaine and a firearm was discovered on board a barge off the coast of Puerto Rico. Now, the U.S. Coast Guard says the individual was detained earlier this week, making the second time this year that authorities have intercepted a stowaway with a large quantity of drugs in their same harbor. Now, the investigation is ongoing as federal officials continue efforts to disrupt maritime trafficking routes in the region. Over to the UK this afternoon, we saw where earlier today, the King made an unannounced visit to the Grenadier Guards at their company's base in Aldershot, stopping in to wish the troops well ahead of the trooping the colour tomorrow. Now, His Majesty spent time with some of the Guardsmen who will be on parade for the official birthday celebrations in London, offering encouragement as final preparations definitely get on their way. We see where students, yes, in Jersey, heading to university will now be offered meningitis B vaccination following recent outbreaks reported in parts of the United Kingdom. Now, health officials says the program is designed to protect young people entering higher or further education, where close living arrangements can increase the risk of infection. Now, the initiative aims to reduce the likelihood of serious illness as students transition into their shared accommodation and campus life. We see where a former Arsenal midfielder, yes, set up to represent Ghana in the next week's World Cup opener, has been denied entry to Canada due to multiple rape and sexual assault charges laid in London. Now, Thomas Partey, who has pled guilty and has not been convicted for any of the offenses, was unable to travel for the teams based in Boston for Ghana's opening match against Panama. FIFA confirmed the development to the Athletic Association, noting that Canada reserves the right to refuse entry to any persons charged with serious crimes. So party is expected to remain available, however, for Ghana US-based fixtures while he awaits trial later this year. As we wrap up this section, we turn our attention to the business market roundup for today. Global markets ended the week mixed as investors weighed fresh inflation data and ongoing geopolitical tensions. In the United States, the Dow closed slightly higher with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ saw modest declines, led by pushbacks in tech. In Europe, major indices were mostly flat and Asian markets traded in varied territory, while Japan's Nikkei edging down and Hong Kong's Shang posting small gains. Oil prices, however, held steady near recent highs, while gold remained firm as traders continue to seek safe haven assets. There you have it. That wraps up this evening's news and business market roundup for the Sabrina Speaks edition this evening. Yes. It's good to be back with you. I see you all coming in slowly but surely. It's good to have you joining us on this Free Flow Friday. Now we go into that section where it's not only me that's celebrating a birthday today, Oh, no, it's not, because we got to send big birthday shout outs to Miss Virginia Bodden. That's KK Hides, Miss Sherry Bodden, Patrick Bodden, Daddy Mama. Mr. Norman's wife. Yes, she celebrates her birthday today as well. Miss Virginia, from all of us here on the Sabrina Speaks family, we want to celebrate with you as well. And thank you for all of the persons sharing the love on the platform as well. I'm quite sure you made her day extra special. Also, we got a little champ here. We got to say Cadian Wood, aka Gordo, or I call him Waika. He's also celebrating a birthday today. Thank you for sharing the images and giving me the opportunity to share our special day together. Yes. Wishing you both happy birthdays. And should there be anybody that I missed today, happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you on this special day. And yes, thank you for all the love shown to me thus far. And we got to actually take time and acknowledge those persons who are mourning the loss of a loved one. We know that a number of families have been hit by deaths. And we just want to let you know that, we are here with you and we are sending our thoughts and prayers to you, the family of Kenneth Christian Owen Henry, and family, his service, Owen Henry's, is tomorrow morning at the St. Ignatius Catholic Church. So yes, there we have it. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all. It's good to be back with you. Let's see who is commenting. I see you, brute. Harry's in the house. Ola from across the big pond. Harry stays up with us, though, Harry, I just loving your vibe. Don't care how late it is. You tell me sometimes he said, gotta go. And you can literally feel when he says, gotta go. But he comes back up out of nowhere. Oh my God. Threshold. Hi. Xavier, can you say my name? Yeah, of course. Hey, welcome. Straight hi. The real Michelle Teresa. Happy birthday, Sabrina. I look forward to meeting you one day. And I wish nothing but blessings to you on this special day. Real Michelle Teresa, thank you so much, my love. I do as well. Look who just came in the back door, the virtual back door.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm here to wish the happy birthday girl
Thank you
very,
so much.
very happy birthday. I'm not going to stay on long because, hey, I'm tired today.
I can imagine.
No happy hour. I'm going to go kick up my feet in front of that sofa.
Oh, Lord. Well, I know you can't handle it. You can't go down like you can't handle it. You can't handle it. But your girl will do it for you. Oh, yeah. Bottoms up for you, girl. Mm-hmm.
Nice. What do they say? Party like it's your birthday?
Hey, but I tell you the truth, I told him I had a little story. First of all, let me tell you, thank you so much for that beautiful post that you did for me.
Oh, you're welcome.
That is really, I want to say publicly, I thank you. I thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You have a special place Contrary to all that they say, you know how we do it here. We're real.
Yeah.
Some people love you. Some people hate you. They're like, how the hell can you make it with Sandra? I'm like, how the hell she can make it with me?
They'll be fine.
Exactly. But I get that question a lot. How do you work with her? No, how does she work with me? But no, you know what? I gotta say thank you. And I can always say,
and for the record, those are people who've never worked with me.
Exactly.
So how would they know?
But I just think people just see that side of you. And I said, I know a side that very few know. And I must say it's a breeze. I say, I know a side that the lady has a job to do. She has a job to do.
Aww.
But, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for the kind words and for the beautiful post and everything that I sent to you in that voice note. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So
thank you.
Yeah, I'm just so happy that, we were mature enough and we see the strengths and talents. We can see each other's vision, purpose. You created the space, and thank you for allowing me here. Whether or not they think I work for you or not, we're all working for the betterment and getting information out there.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. And it has been a pleasure thus far. We have conquered a year already. And great
Oh my
things.
God. Has it been that long?
Yeah. For a year for me is gone already. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, because it was building up to your 1 year anniversary. I started like a month before. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a year already.
Well, on the 30th is our 9
years. Yeah, you brought me on like a month
crazy.
before because we were supposed to get the channel up and going for that anniversary. So hence you threw me under the bus to Wednesday, and I went live. I went live like the end of
yeah. And of course, now we got another big project that's going to be revealed this coming week for the anniversary.
Exciting.
And the radio application is processing, going through the steps. So that's amazing. I can't believe it's been a year though.
Yeah, already.
Oh my gosh.
A whole year. Yeah.
Time flies. I didn't realize you're having fun.
Exactly. And remember, I wasn't even sure if I could do this. And,
Oh, I knew you could.
For the blobs of sweat when, oh my God, this goes down. Sandra, I feel like it's going to blow up. I don't want to touch this because that would be my luck. That'll shut down your entire system. God. And I would not even come into the studio when you were live. That's how petrified I was. So I'm like,
oh my goodness. So, yeah. Yes. And like I told you, you can't break it. It is impossible to break it.
You're quite right. You're quite right. Yeah. But you again, and I repeat this, and for those who have been with us from the beginning, and we got the diehard followers that share both platforms and who are just lovers of the CMR family, period. I've said it. You've seen in me what I didn't see in myself, and for what it has allowed me to build in confidence, embracing tech, embracing AI. I am only sharing that with people. And even though my show is going in its own direction, we all have our own niche. We all have our own style. And I appreciate you for accepting that. And I appreciate the audience, who is the core of what we do here. I appreciate them for separating the two. So, yeah.
No, you've done amazingly well, from day one. The numbers were solid and they just continue to be solid. I mean, people tune in. They enjoy, obviously, what you cover. I can see you got your people participating in the chat and engaging. And, you've got government officials coming on the program. And, 1 year under your belt. And I feel like it's just the beginning. Like there's so much. Correct. There's so much more wonderful things ahead for you. And you're celebrating, I'm trying to remember, 52 or 53?
I'm 52. You're older than me, girl. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. You older than me.
I thought at some point you were catching up with me. Well, now you've caught up, but then
I will never. If it makes you feel younger or, she's just the same age, it's only for a period of time, but I will never catch up with you.
Exactly.
I tell people that I'm 52 and they're like, what? No, you're not. I'm like, you hitting this, even though I can party, oh God, I can party. But I must say I'm aging well. Thank God.
Absolutely. You know what they say? It don't crack, girl.
Oh, no. And I go with the flow, despite me feeling the joints every now and again. I'm getting some cracks and creaks, but like anybody who knows me. I tell him I ain't going down without a fight. No, oh no, you.
Yeah. We might have to have a chat about that the menopause segment that
would
we
love
just
to.
had on Health City, but yeah, no, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I think that you have just this is what you were meant to be doing. I mean, I hate to say it because some people are like, oh, she needs to run again. And I'm just like,
no, run away.
you know it when you know it, right? And so you're right where you're supposed to be.
Well,
and I mean, you look so much happier
I
and
am.
more vibrant. And I mean, not to say you weren't happy when you were an MP, but
no, I get you. It's a different space. It is a total
Yes.
different space. And people don't even understand what that brings with it, the responsibility, which I know what I was getting into, but I didn't know what I was getting into. And
Yep.
you're now able to, from an entrepreneur to public life to this now still being public, but at your own pace. It takes a special person. Let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
stick. I noticed you're not on the homepage on Facebook, so let me stick you there. Yeah. Facebook is so I don't know what Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that every now and again.
So let me do that real quick. I was just having a look.
Right.
Tune in for the birthday show. But yeah, I mean,
there is
what
difference.
Yeah.
Like, the real thing is, there's a phase after the loss of any election. You would hear people talk about that.
Yeah.
But not too many were able to say that they were able to rebound as quickly as I did. To tell you that I didn't have those days where, yes, you question yourself, that you went through that depression, that you didn't have your lows and all that sort of stuff. But just like what I think the real Michelle is saying, that this platform has saved her. You saved me. They have saved me, because then because it all depends on how active you were. I had a life doing very well before political life, but again, the society is very unforgiving. And then going right back out there and doing that, not having a break for pretty much 5 years, the time did me well. But then I was able to dedicate 2 hours. Well, it started off at an hour, remember? Then it went to an hour and a half. And now we're doing 2 hours. And if we wanted, we could broach 3 hours.
Yeah.
But then for me
Some
to
days
still
it's
use,
like,
exactly, for me to still use this space, still impart my knowledge, still educate and inform the people, you're quite right. I think when you found where you're supposed to be and you perfect that craft based on the joy that you come from within. Now, not everything makes money at the beginning of the day, but eventually people will understand and appreciate you. And you don't box yourself in limiting yourself to just locally. You look further afield, So I must say there has been a lot of lessons learned. And like you rightfully said, talking about menopause, there are so much things that I've been able to share here with people, and they actually confiding and trusting the space. And for what we have on the horizon and where we want to go, I just feel that in time, it's going to speak for itself. We got a caller. Good evening, caller. You're live. Sabrina Speaks.
Happy birthday to you.
I love it.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sabrina. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. See many more.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful. I love that.
I wish I was 50. I passed that many moons. And I think I had one little line for us, but I didn't want to bring it up the other day. I had one going in, Sandra, had the menopause people talking. And I went, what is 7, 2 off. Or is it say itching, bitching, sweating, sleeping, bloated, forgetful, and who else agrees?
God. Yes.
Who else agrees?
I'll probably join that line. I tell you that. Front of the line. Front of the line.
Oh my goodness.
Would you bank on celebrate birthday today in Wilma? What is Wilma? What is Solomon?
Solomon. Okay.
she have birthday today too.
Oh.
And well, you don't it's Virginia and
Yeah.
whatever. And who else? It was somebody else, but I can't remember because I forgetting now, child. I getting so seen. I getting psycho is what the last word says.
Oh Lord.
And it say who else agrees? So I don't know. But anyway, I just hold the fort because I am really stressed. So I tell you the truth, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can make so much longer. I got too much to deal with.
Just take it in strides, Miss Elmo. Just take it in strides. Trust me.
I'm trying to breathe and I'm praying every minute. I'm looking up to the sky and say, God help me, God help me. That's all I can say in prayer every morning. But I don't know, girl. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Just
I
take
don't
it in
have no
strides.
enemies. I don't wish this. If I had an enemy, I don't wish this on my worst enemy because this not a good feeling. And people can tell you things, but they say he who feel it knows it. Now I know what dealing with a wider, and especially a husband. What I did, that's a lot. That's as a burden, as a blow.
Yeah.
But they say God gives you more and you can hear. So
That's true.
I'm not gonna fly in his face. I can just say whatever. It's your will, God. You take it in hand. You steer in the wheel. Whatever you do, I can't be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say.
We gotta be thankful still at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but
All right,
you've been doing I think she hung up, but
Yeah.
I know she's been doing a really good job, and
She has been. She's
you
been
know,
holding it down quite well.
and you never know when you're going to be in that situation. And I think in some ways, although it is very stressful, it also is, I think, a testament to the strength and all the trials and tribulations that relationships go through. That when you're in a situation with someone who you have to be their caregiver and they're really ill, that you're able to be there for them.
Exactly. Because that's your loved one, you know, and it's different when you're helping somebody. Let's say if you're a nurse, but when you see your loved one actually going through what they're going through, it's pretty hard. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's really,
I'm trying to get
really
a little video here for you. We got these, I don't know if you saw the hawks that are in the I'm gonna get you all the
three
here.
three hawks.
I got some good
what are
video
they for?
footage.
Are they
we don't know. They came from Rotan, which is interesting, Honduras. But no details on why I'm sure they're refueling, most likely, but of course anytime you see these in the area you kind of get a little bit apprehensive, like what's going on.
As we
Why
know,
are they here?
And then there was a
trying
submarine, a big submarine seen off the coast of Florida as well. It just meandering off of Miami Beach. That was yesterday or day before yesterday.
Yes, and you know the president keeps talking about Cuba. So does that mean they're heading there? Like we don't know. But they
when
did
is his
come.
Birthday? He's a Gemini. When is his birthday?
The
His
president?
birthday. Yeah, Trump is a Gemini. Yes.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
He's close to mine. If it's not the same,
let me see.
That shouldn't be hard for us to find out.
What's his name? Birthday of President.
POTUS, just for POTUS.
President Trump. Yeah, let's see.
He's a Gemini.
June the 14th. He's this weekend. Oh, isn't that why he was 2 days? Isn't that why he was trying to have some kind of party?
There you go. Oh,
was it the fight? That's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
okay.
Oh my goodness. There's always something. There's some sanity to that man's madness.
My gosh.
But it always works out at the end of the day. Andrew is saying 3 Black Hawks landed in Cayman preparations for taking over Cuba is what he's saying.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get the video so we can share. We've got some really decent. At first, the ones we got were, you know how they say you only had one job.
Yes.
And your one job was to hold the camera straight, and y'all not doing that. But let me show you we got footage of them landing, footage of them in the air, and then someone took a really nice shot of them right next to the Cayman Airways planes. Like the planes are lined up and the Black Hawks are there. So beautiful.
Oh, wow.
So,
that should be pretty.
It's nice to see. I love to see our tail for Cayman Airways. But let me just show you here what we got, what we're working with.
Oh, wow.
But join the party, folks.
Remember those days of the postcards that we had, these special postcards with the type of graphics and images that we're getting of Cayman now. It's a
I
sin.
know,
It's
it
a
would be
pity
so
that we
pretty.
don't have. Yeah,
But who goes to the post office anymore?
that's true.
You know, that's a dying situation. I had to go this week, and I had to go for package pickup, and I didn't even know what it was. And I said to them, "Man, I seldom come to the post office. Once a year, maybe."
Yeah.
My husband just took over the keys because I was useless.
You weren't checking it at all.
Yeah, nope. He's like,
Yep.
it don't make no sense for you to have the keys, so he
Oh,
goes
my
and checks it.
It's
But
reversed here in the house. I have
yeah.
to check it. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to show you these videos here. But yeah, so the little that we know is that these 3 of them came in. So here is little footage there. Uh-oh. Can you see that? Hold
No.
on. Huh. I added it, but can't see it. Hold on a second. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, you normally would put it. Okay, you want me to see if I can add it?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, add to stage. There we go.
Bizarre, but there you go. So people got some good shots of these 3 coming in, nice and easy, nice landing. Owen Roberts International Airport, everybody's in traffic, having a look. And you know, when something like this happens, everybody came on, like, what's going on?
We're not used to that.
Yeah. So, yep, there they are. Yep. And then here's another one overhead. You know, people watching it go over. They make a lot of noise. I'm just going to reduce the volume a little bit, but they're very, very noisy. And then that's when they were actually landing at the airport, coming in formation, which was kind of nice to see.
Yes.
And then there they are lined up right by the little Cayman, right by 3 of her, 2 of her planes and 1 American.
Oh, wow. It looks as though, you know how they look? Like, okay, let's just put them in between these 3 planes. 3 Hawks. Let's put them in between these 3 planes from that angle. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Now, you know where the speculation comes in. It'll be filled by something else. It could be anything. They could have been en route to somewhere from somewhere.
They're just refueling.
Yeah, but you know, the speculation will be there because of exactly how heated the tensions are within the region.
Exactly. And not to be outdone, there's an accident right now.
Really? Oh God!
Vying for our attention. Oh my goodness! Every day, there's an accident every day.
But I must be honest, the type of driving that I'm seeing out on the road, when I do go out, it is getting like you got to know how to do defensive driving.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
We got another caller.
Oh, nice.
Good evening, caller. You're live. What's on your mind this Free Flow Friday?
Today the room seems softer, as though it knows your name. The light arrives more gracefully, as if it came to frame. A woman dressed with elegance, with poise in every part, whose beauty is not only style, but kindness, wit, and heart. You carry class so naturally, not loud, but calm and bright. Quiet kind of confidence that makes the moment light. As you shine this birthday, may life return to you. The joy, the love, the laughter, and the blessings overdue. So here's to you, dear Sabrina, graceful, lovely, rare. May every year that finds you leave more happiness to share. May your path be filled with favor, your spirit always free. And may today remind you how admired you truly be. Happy birthday, Auntie Sabrina.
Oh, thank you so
That is so
much. I could wrap you
sweet.
up and put you under my tree and don't take it down.
Right?
Don't worry, I'm gonna buy one duster for you.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Happy
gosh.
Thank you, my love. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. He is so talented.
Yes,
Oh,
he is. He is.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness. You know, again, these are some of the people that, you know, like we said, have been there from day one. They're diehards, they are loyalists. And I mean, we have so much, even if they don't, even if they're not vocal, But you know, I must say, you actually have to shout out those who put themselves out there to let them know we believe in this brand, we believe in these people, and he's definitely one of them. So wow, how sweet! Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh my gosh, love it.
I could wrap him up. I could wrap him up. Let me free. Cameron, go behave yourself. Look at
I
Cameron.
love
He's
it. Love it. Cameron, we love that you're back causing trouble.
Oh my God.
Yes. Welcome.
Oh my goodness.
But
so you said you had a motor
Sorry?
vehicle accident? A motor vehicle accident?
Yes. Oh, sorry. I meant to pull it up here. So this is by A.L. Thompson's roundabout, of course. But of course, I feel like that is the number one spot for vehicular accident. It has to be. If anybody's beaten that one, I'd be surprised. But there you go.
Oh my God.
Another
Honda
accident,
Fit,
another day, another accident. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Kia and a Honda Fit looks like.
Yeah, I don't even know, but it's so interesting. They're such beautiful colored cars. One blue, one red.
And they blend in with the backdrop. Look at the backdrop.
The colors of A.L. Thompson's. They were competing. Yes. So,
but you know,
yeah.
All of the appeals that we're doing, you really kind of wonder, isn't people really paying attention?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's like
coming to you, Connie. I pulled them up.
Be on the lookout for you, the person next to you, the person on the other side, everybody.
Yeah. I always told my two boys that when they, of course, got their license and they were out there on their own, I said, look, you're not only driving for yourself, you're driving for others. Because sometimes you have to drive for others in order to not be involved in an accident. And please don't drive just totally dependent on a brake. You have to think about what cars are ahead of you. And you constantly have to look beyond the one that's been in front of you as well. Hence, they say keep certain distance back, but from off of somebody's tail. So but I always said I would never drive in Jamaica. But I tell you what.
Cayman getting as bad.
Oh yeah, girl. I could take that back. I could take that back.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I guess if you can drive here, you're pretty much experiencing probably, kind of what's happening in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Although sometimes I feel like when they have an accident, it tends to be really bad.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they have these too. We probably just don't hear about them. The everyday fender benders all over the place, So yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. What a mess.
Yes.
Some days I just want to get out of it. Like I'd be like, oh my gosh, let me do school pickup early so that I can get on the road and get out of it and just be home.
But I understand where some of the private schools now do actually have bus service. I think
good.
Yes, some of them are beginning to, I guess, I don't know if it's a pilot and I stand to be corrected, but I can see where some of them are trying to introduce it for those who want to take it up. Because they were saying if, even the private schools were introduced to a busing system, maybe that could limit the amount of cars on the road to do the drop off and pick up at, So I don't know if it's a pilot. I don't know if the PTAs for the various private schools are doing this. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting to see but the defensive driving that I'm seeing here, I can drive. I have to take it back. If I ever go to Jamaica like that and have to drive, I would not be scared. I just need to know where I'm going.
Yeah. I think their road infrastructure is different in the sense that sometimes they just make up lanes and there's no lines in the roads, like because they know the roads so well, they know where they need to go, and so it's probably a little bit easier to maybe get lost and confused there. But yeah, Cayman, what a mess, child.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But yeah. So this accident that you just had, just happened. This is right now.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
And they say it's causing a pileup all the way back to the government admin building, and don't pass the cricket field is what this person said. Government admin? That can't be that far.
Well, if you're coming from that direction and using the bypass to go west, I can see why that could cause a gridlock. And remember, if you're going east Bodden Town Industrial Park, and that's only one stretch of road, so you have 3 different directions you can go just on that one stretch of road in the front of CMB. So maybe if you don't have to go that route, go through South Sound this evening.
I'm glad I'm out of that one. What a mess.
You home.
Yikes.
You kind of get used to working from home, like you don't even want to go out.
Yeah, some days it's challenging for me to.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I got appointments.
Cameron brought this up. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the article? Or are you hearing? What is this I'm hearing about the overpass to elevate traffic? Cameron, call it right. What the article says is flyover. We don't speak like that.
Flyover.
Yeah, flyover. That was a term. That was a term that was used in Barbados, where is it Prime Minister Mia Mottley is saying that by 2027, 2028, they're going to have in congested areas flyover. Now, I saw an article here in the local printed media saying that we're looking to try and alleviate some of these high point areas, flyover. Where in the name did we get to use that term? It's either highways or overpass, what we use. Where did we get that term flyover from?
From what I've heard in the past, the NRA is not really in favor of them. First of all, the cost is very, very prohibitive. And I think that they don't want anything, that airspace. So we have very, very limited on West Bay Road. We have a few people that have been given permission by planning to have a bridge, a connector bridge from, the beach side to a little bit of land space. But I don't think that they want to clog up that space is what I understand. And then the cost being one of the biggest factors. So,
to say that we don't need, and the comments were quite interesting because we were seeing where this is what it is. Government official says Cayman is considering the possibility of introducing a flyover as part of future road network upgrades. The proposal is being reviewed as planners look for long-term solution to ease congestion along key corridors to improve traffic flow during peak hours. Authorities stress that no final decision has been made, and any flyover project would require detailed studies, public consultation, and environmental impact assessments before moving forward. What was interested in this article is the comments that came afterwards, because they're like, yeah, flyover's all right. We can be seeing flyover fits, but overall, the sentiment was they weren't for it. Just deal with the better public transport system. They don't feel that we needed to go. I mean, of course, if the comments changed since I read the article, then that's different. But the sentiment was just do a better job at our public transport system, and you won't need to add all of these roads. How much cars are we gonna do? How much more concrete?
And the thing too is, I think that what is also happening is you've already created a community that likes to drive everywhere. You know how hard it is to convert those people to all of a sudden be public transport users?
Correct.
How many of us are, as Caymanians, going to voluntarily be like, oh yeah, I'm going to give up my car. And no matter how reliable it is, you're going to still find a reason not to use it.
Well, you know what it is like for us when we are actually doing our own thing. And I how much calls do you make hands-free, of course, while you're from one appointment to the next or en route, you either call somebody or you try to do something for yourself. You lose that privacy when you're doing pooling.
When you're on the road. Yeah, for sure.
And there's just certain conversations that you're not going to want to have.
And people don't want to hear it either.
People may have a lame excuse saying that's a lame excuse. Yeah. Well, let's look at lessening our carbon footprint. But the fact remains, as you've alluded to, we've gotten accustomed to certain things. Getting people to convert now is going to have its own share of challenges. But what I'm getting is those who have joined us says pretty much because of the unreliable public transport service, they are forced, one, to go in debt by having to get their own car, because there's no reliability. And some of them have never driven in their life before because they've always used public transport system, either the train or an Uber or something like that. So let's see where this goes.
Yeah, for sure. But definitely will be interesting. Yep.
To see how it unfolds and continues to develop. But we got to improve on our public transport system because you ask even our locals whether or not they would use the public transport. If they don't have to, they wouldn't.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
You see what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
we got a nice close up of the of one of the helicopters. Hold on.
Get it in.
Ooh,
Get it
this
in.
is lovely.
Get it in.
Oh wow, this
Leave it to
person.
you, boy. You get the sus.
We got people. We got people.
You go, girlfriend.
Look at this. Look at that. What a
Ooh,
beauty.
wow.
Yeah, I would love to tour one of those.
Yeah. Well, who to tell?
So
Well, if you can get that
gorgeous.
close, my love, you'd probably have everyone there
I
just by the
know.
time they leave.
I can tell them I need a tour. I fly
I can see you
around.
be there. I can see you being there with your CIA pass tomorrow. Oh,
Right?
reporting live from Oriah. You know, here is what you saw
Yes.
yesterday, and you'll probably know why they're here,
What
how
is
long they're
that
going
thing on the side? Man, these things are well equipped. And you see there's a man there doing something at the top. I have no clue what he's doing, but
Sandra,
making some
is
kind of little
that a
adjustment.
missile?
That's what I'm looking at, and I'm
Sandra,
wondering.
is that a
I
missile?
don't know. I mean, I think so, but I don't know what I'm looking at. Some kind of thing.
I know they're not landing in no water with those things on the side. Okay, all right, there we go. Interesting. Tell them to send more pics. Let's do our own
These
diagnosis
are
on these.
United States Army. It says right there in the tail. These are multi-million-dollar, machines. That is so cool. That's a nice shot. I must say that was beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you can work your magic, and let's see if you can get without, of course, exposing anything that you shouldn't. Because if these are on an operation, I'm quite sure they'll have their,
They've been sneaking around lately. All over the place.
All over. But you know what is
Remember
interesting?
last week, Friday, there was the ship off the coast of Jamaica when they had their power outage.
Correct.
And people were suspicious about how that happened and why that happened. And
Sandra, today is a week since that happened. And look here now, these bad boys are here. Let's hope our grids hold up. But hold on, we didn't have issues with Facebook today?
All sorts of things are going on.
OMG. And calls have been dropping like crazy.
Yeah. Well, child, that's a constant state of affairs around. Yeah.
Lord. But you see the stigma that comes with this, because just last week that US warship, and they had total blackout and people were assuming. And now this Friday they are here. Oh my goodness. Now let's hope no crap happens.
Let's just say the skies are busy these days. Right?
Skies on the ocean.
The skies are busy. Yes,
Don't
that too.
Underestimate what could be lurking out there, and we are unaware of, because they don't have to surface. They can be down there for weeks, sometimes months, and they don't have to surface. So, very interesting. But we'll definitely have to keep our eyes out for what could be unfolding in our region. And I don't know whether or not we should feel safer when they actually rest here. It speaks a lot about us. But if there is tensions and you want to disable some of these things, hello, you see where I'm going with this? Bad boys, it is what it is.
Yeah. And nobody wants, we don't want anything regionally to happen.
To protect our sovereignty.
That, right? Yeah, we don't need that stress right now. Trust me, believe me. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this is just a little refueling exercise, and everything's good. Yes.
But let's talk about the elephant, if you don't mind, in the room, though. Really, what's happening to the people of Cuba is
those poor people.
Just inhumane.
Yeah,
and it's no different than what's happening with the people in Haiti. Only because we know, not getting into anybody's domestic political affairs, but we can see the impact of politics. And this is why it is so important that we try to protect our sovereignty or our way of being not under that type of regime. But when it comes to, our freedoms, democracy, when you've been entrenched in that type of environment, it's hard for these people to recalibrate, even when they come back in a sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
What's a norm? So it is something to think of. We have so much to be thankful for, whether or not, are we prepared for independence, Sandra? Are we one day could be looking at that, but where would it put us? And what protections do we have by remaining a British overseas territory jurisdiction? I mean, it has its ups, its downs. Everybody's having their issues right now globally. We're seeing where every country right now is having their own share of problems, but we still are blessed, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Andrew is saying, do you see any roundabouts in Miami or anywhere in the United States? Overpass is what they are called. We either will have to limit the amount of cars per family soon, like Bermuda, or come with public transport system for the 76 square mile islands. Was there an introduction of permit holders were limited to owning cars unless they are hired as a personal driver? Not that I'm aware of.
Nope, but I know Plahi, the ministry, is working, and I think the next time the minister's on, he can certainly give us an update on where they are. They're trying to identify what sort of public transport system would work for Cayman, because just because it works elsewhere and it's adopted elsewhere doesn't mean it's going to be an ideal solution for us. I think they're trying to find systems that are proven to be, effective in other jurisdictions, but then be able to size it according to what our specific needs are. So hopefully he can give us an update on that on his next appearance. But yeah, I mean,
there was so much tossed out whether or not we could consider going through the North Sound based on the depth of that. But then you have the ecological possibility of, you have to look at the ecosystem out there. But we see how it is to Key West, Sandra. I don't know if you've been to Key West. They said that is some of the most protected areas, and they have successfully did that. A
couple of years, maybe 2 years ago now, was my first and ever visit to Key West, and I never thought about it, but the home of the key lime pie, which I love me a key lime pie. Yeah. So it was kind of a rainy day though, but we still got out and about a little bit and got to see Key West, and it's lovely.
But they're saying some of those are like some of the most ecological sensitive areas in that region, and they have successfully managed, for what you drove on, to construct those without disrupting the ecological system. So it's not like it is not possible for it's not like you're putting boulders down where there would be no free flowing of, the waves and that sort of stuff. But people have said it. And for those who may have this thing, oh my God, well, you're going to have this big thing right out in the middle. No, it could probably run, a distance in between how the landlock is. I don't know, just putting ideas out there. But that was something that was touted. Or you do a ferry system similar to what they have in Key West as well, where the cars drive on and you have this ferry system that goes, but that has wear and tear as well. Yeah. Jennifer Williams is saying it's not the number of cars somebody owns, it's the number of drivers. You can only drive one car at a time. You're quite right.
Yeah. By the way, I've gotten clarification. Someone said, no, that's a fuel tank.
Fuel.
Yes, that's where the fuel tank is.
Thank God. For us.
I know. We're like, what is that?
Oh, God. Andrew is saying invading Cuba and outside the regime is not about
ousting
regime is not about the Cuban people, but about real estate and financial gain for certain interest groups. Oh my God.
Yeah, for real.
Connor says she loves key lime pie.
Oh my goodness, me too. It's one of my favorite when it's done right.
Really? I love coconut.
Coconut's good too. I mean, I'm not going to say no to coconut,
but I don't
key
like
lime is.
I don't like
oh my gosh,
in the middle. I don't mind it being on the top of the meringue.
Okay.
Bless her heart, Miss Eloise, the late Miss Eloise, Bolo's mom. She used to make a good key lime coconut pie. Oh my God, she used to use the soft coconut jelly to put into hers. Yeah,
nice.
North Carolina Love is live with us. Good evening, North Carolina Love.
Good evening, Sabrina, and happy birthday.
I wonder if Auntie Sandy can pick up.
Who is this? This voice is so sultry.
What is Sandy doing on there?
Ah, you didn't know she was there. She helped
Oh, I
on.
saw her there. I did comment it on what she was doing there.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, we got him nicknamed
I
North
hear
Carolina Love.
I hear a little bit of, it almost sounds like a Bayesian accent in there.
Not quite, Sandra.
Not
It's not.
quite.
It's good to see you on here too.
I'm trying to place the voice.
It's amazing.
Sabrina, you're looking great with that.
Thank
You're looking
you.
great with that hat.
Thank you.
It
Thank
looks
you.
like
She always looks so pretty.
It looks like the one that I
Thanks.
had on my all-white party last weekend.
I don't think Sandra realized who had on that all white.
No,
party.
she don't.
White.
I'm gonna tease her a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Let me see if she can pick you out in one of the images. I'll not put the exact one up with you.
This one sounds very suave and all white party.
Yeah, he was at an all white party, and trust me, he represented Cayman well. But let me see
I
now.
have my Cayman flag. Yes.
Oh, yes,
I
you
got it from
do.
Amazon.
You do. Let me see if she can pick you out in this picture, because I'm just floored that she isn't picking up your voice. Anyhow. Now he's in that picture.
I never really called in before, so I don't think she would pick up my voice.
Okay. You only comment. You see, I would know this voice even if I had hearing aids.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
He is one of the fine
I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Wait a minute now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has to be Marshall. I mean,
you're born on your own platform.
but wait a minute. Wait a darn minute. You know. Mm-hmm. He calls your show. He picks up the phone and calls your show, but he don't call me.
It's my birthday. It's the first time ever. It's the first time ever.
Oh, you special like that though.
I will call you when it's Sandra. I will call you when it's your birthday. Don't worry about that.
He has never called me on my birthday. We've been going on for years on the show.
Look here, Marshall.
I want to know what kind of favoritism going on. Yeah.
Am I feeling some jealousy here?
Yes, absolutely.
So you know what?
This is such a nice photo. It's beautiful.
We have been going on for 9 years.
I know, right? Exactly. Yeah.
Oh
Very
my gosh.
nice.
Love you, my brother. It's so good to hear your voice.
I love you too. Take care.
All right, my brother. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Someone commented and said to me, I think that's Marshall.
So you cheat. You cheater.
So I would not have recognized the voice because he don't be calling me. Hello.
No, Marshall and I go way back. We're from the class of 1990. And
wow.
He is one of, I would say, he's a few of, I could say, really, really besties from high school. And we went straight through school, and that relationship has maintained, even though he's now living in another country. If we were to come into each other's space again, it would be like no time lost. That is the respect. That's the relationship that we have. So that is very special for me today because he's in denial. We're the same age, even though he's saying he's 21.
Yes. Very good.
But he's in our age group to make you be a part of the young section.
Yeah.
You're still, So, but Marshall and I go way back, way back. If it was anybody going out, I used to like the days when he and I were going out. And where you going? Where you going in that? You ain't going nowhere with me like that. Oh my God. Marshall. Oh Jesus.
He had to help you out a little bit.
Yeah. Again, being sheltered. And he was just there to make sure I was, you could come and be looking like that. But it's like summers and stuff and walking home from school. Those are the days that we had plum trees by my grandmother's. And our childhood, Marshall was a part of my childhood. And now that we're adults so he knows that he has a loyal ride or die with him, no matter where he is in the world. Marshall knows I'm here. And likewise, I know that for a fact. Yeah.
Wow. Nice. So, very nice.
What is Cayman Islands national cake? Cassava?
Yeah, of course.
Cassava, Andrew?
I was going to think, what else would it be?
Yeah. Oh, Con is asking, where is Jim and all this bangarang? Jim
he is traveling. I saw him post something that he's in Tampa.
So
it sounds like he's on vacation.
Jim is traveling. Jim is taking on a total different chapters of his life. So we got to take Jim when we get him, when he comments. And right now he is on the road and he's enjoying life. And I'm so happy for Jimbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ AJ T. Campbell say, "Oh, happy birthday."
Mhm.
Donnie's in the house. A happy birthday, friend. I've been out and it's for the last 3 days. I've missed participating. That's okay.
Aw.
We've been bigging up your nursery. Don't you worry about that. Connie Bonnie keeps you going, and that's Green Valley Nursery.
Mhm.
So if you're seeing an uptick in people coming there, girl, we've been bigging you up.
Mhm.
And Connie got some beautiful images that she shared with us as well today. And I saw her asking, share my
Mhm.
flower of the day. Sandra, you don't know how this little section of my show has grown. Even Marshall shared images of some flower or a
Mhm.
flower that he had in his yard, child.
Oh, wow.
So we're even getting pictures from North Carolina with
Yeah.
their bloom. I got them calling my content creators in bloom section because
Very
between
nice.
Connie Bonnie, look at that. That's a
Mhm.
hibiscus.
Mhm.
And that's a
Wow.
purplish color. It's not like
That's
it's dying.
beautiful.
That's the actual color.
That is beautiful.
And
Wow.
look at this one.
Oh, oh my gosh. I love flowers. I don't have a
Mm,
green thumb,
me either.
but I love
Good girl.
looking at them. I love photographing them. Like any trip I go on, I'm always looking
Yeah.
for flowers everywhere. And it's just so gorgeous, you know?
Yeah, and that's her orchid. So there you go, Connie Bonnie. We got your 3 images up for today.
Nice.
So, and
Very
I
nice.
make sure that I share those with the public, and it's amazing the feedback that people actually give. How that how
Mhm.
could she keep all of these orchids, and she's so good with her plants. Connie
Yeah.
has all of these darn orchids. I don't know how she managed them. Poor me. I kill them with love. They'll be doing all sorts of micro
Child.
swimming. I drown everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my gosh. Well, listen, I'm gonna love you and leave you, as they
all right,
say.
my love. Thank you so much.
Yep, family time. So I'm gonna go and kick up my feet with Marlon and Gigi and
You go,
Zeus.
girl. You go,
And
girl.
again, happy birthday. And
Thank
I
you
hope
so
you have
much.
a fabulous birthday weekend. I love when a birthday kicks off on a Friday
It does.
because then you can spend the whole, weekend just doing whatever you want. It's your
Correct,
time.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting blamed, it says, for the amount of outpouring traffic that I was getting on the Facebook posts. They said, Sabrina, that you knock out Facebook. I said, look here, hush your foolishness. That is not me, has nothing to do with me.
Oh my
But I
goodness.
said, I will take credit for the long weekend, though.
Yeah, right, right, right. In honor of your birthday. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my
Absolutely,
God. It even
absolutely.
makes you feel good for a second, It is what
Yeah,
it is.
for
It's fun.
sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, but
Well,
Miss
thank you, my love.
Virginia, I'm gonna put up her little birthday greeting as well because
Great.
she's so amazing. She's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, lots of
And
good
I
people.
found out that she and I shared the same birthday last year. I went for a lunch with somebody else, and they did not know it was my birthday because it was an arranged. I was putting 2 people together, and we just had to catch up anyhow. I did that entire day. And neither parties knew it was my birthday because I had locked in. I was accommodating them, and like they said, "Oh, we're going to meet for lunch the Thursday." Me not realizing, "Oh, girl, that's your birthday," because I just want this meeting to happen.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I walked into the restaurant, and there was this long table. And Miss Virginia and the girls were there, and they were just having a birthday lunch. And they were like, "You and Mama celebrate birthday the same." I said, "For God's sake, don't say that. Don't say that too loud." Because I said, "I'm actually having a lunch meeting, and neither party know it's my birthday." And they're like,
Oh.
"Oh my God, you're
Well,
so
I
selfless."
tell you what, you must feel honored to celebrate with her because she is so lovely.
Yes,
Oh
she
my
is.
gosh.
So that was
Her
amazing.
hair is just always perfect every time I see her. I'm
Correct.
like, how do you keep that hair so gorgeous?
Correct, Miss
Yeah.
Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Those
Yeah.
are the ones that we cherish. That's why I told KK, I said, "Love your
Yes.
mama. Love her.
Yeah.
Love her. Cherish
And
her."
I did a Cayman Voices interview with her. I feel like I need to re-air that because it was just so incredibly nice.
Nice.
Yeah, she's so interesting to
Gotta
speak with.
capture these. That would be good. It'll be good to capture it now
Yep.
versus then and see how things have changed.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah. Well, thank you,
All
my
right. Well, enjoy, and we'll catch up and do a little birthday lunch, spa date, all the fun
yeah,
stuff.
something. Yeah, I had to tell people about the story today, but that was funny. That was funny.
Girl, it's always something.
I got one message about Sabrina. On birthdays, people normally receive. What do you mean? How you could manage to switch it where you actually pay out? I said, "Would only
I
take
know,
me."
right? I know. Crazy. Trust me, very crazy.
Thank God they did.
All right, my darling. Enjoy, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Care.
All right, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Connie sharing her thanks. Yeah, going back. Dean, happy Earth Strong, Miss Sabrina. God bless. Thank you so much for that as well. Having an amazing weekend, you guys. Have an amazing. Yes, we will. And you know, I got permission to exit stage left pretty early. Maybe I might just take that up. But I got to tell you, remember yesterday I was telling you know me, it's all business. Plain and straight. How are you? Happy birthday, Sabrina. Have a great birthday weekend. I will. Thank you, plain and straight. I will do my best. Dorothy from Fort Lauderdale, thank you so much. No, Cameron, I'm not going to cry. That doesn't make me weak. That's sometimes with joy. You know, what's wrong with you? Try behave yourself. Oh my goodness. But yeah, today was something because yes, oh my goodness, Marshall found a throwback. Jesus, Marshall, don't send no more. Marshall, don't send no more. Marshall, don't send no more. How old was I there? Do you remember? Marshall just shared a picture with me, and this was a birthday. If you tell me what year that was, then I'll have an idea how old I was for that one. Oh my gosh. Marshall just shared a birthday. This was the day we used to part. Oh God, we used to party hard. Oh yeah. Here we go. Gonna let you in my space. This is when I was really, really thin. Don may recognize this person. Look there. That is me and Marshall back in the day. That is how far we go. And if anybody knows the backdrop, that's Office Lounge. That's the Office Lounge. And we used to rip up, Slay, Carol, you know, we used to own Office Lounge back in the day. Marshall, do not pull no more up because I will not share them. Yeah, girl. See, Dawn remembers it. Dawn remembers this. Yeah, that was back in the day. And let me tell you, Friday couldn't come too quick. And we just loved life. And Marshall, it was so good. We have so much stories that we could sit down and we could just share so much ups and downs. And we were there for each other no matter what. And you know what? We were there for each other without judgment. We still respect each other to this day. And I want to thank you for being one of the many, many true friends that I have in my life. And this is proof that this is not just now. This is from the 80s. From the 80s. Yeah, you've been in my life from the 80s. So that's a throwback. OMG. Yeah, I don't look too bad. I'm like fine wine. I think I'm refining the older I get, right? And you know why a lot of you actually see me different when I do like this, because I'm always so like executive looking that when I really let my hair down, which is why I tell you all, you know, I can't do that hair. I have to go away with nobody to know me. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that hair. Hello, caller. You're live on Sabrina Speaks. What's on your mind?
Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm pissed off, but I'll tell you why.
No.
I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Thank you. I
want you to know that I am one human being who's a Caymanian that appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
And I hope you're enjoying it to the fullest. And like I tell people, don't just have a birthday. Enjoy a birthday week or a birthday month, because it only comes once a year.
It's true.
So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to call and talk about all things. Unfortunately, about the HSA.
What happened?
About a healthcare system that the CEO or whoever she is or whatever she's called anymore needs to just resign. I have been taking HIV drugs for almost 14 long years, Ms. Sabrina, okay? And in the last 2 years, it started in October of 2024 when Mr. Colin Medford was there. The HSA could no longer source a tripla, which is, they're called ARVs. You know what they are. For those that don't, antiretroviral. It's a 3-drug combination that keeps you alive. You take it daily. It stops the HIV virus from replicating in your body so you can live a normal life. I have been faithful to it. I came off of them in December because I had to prove a point that I had to live in this country.
Mm-hmm.
That was one side of it, with the housing and the food. That got sorted. It took 10 long years for me fighting with a nurse that is no longer at the hospital, the HSA. She's left. I refused to go back to Georgetown Hospital to see anybody there. Originally, when I started out, my doctor was Dr. Cummins, a good doctor. Then I was switched to Dr. Robinson, a horrible doctor. I'm sorry. She didn't want to help me. She just wanted to prescribe medicines. And as I told Ms. Yearwood today in the email, she's gone and made it even worse for her and the HSA because I was going to take to the talk show. I took earlier in the week the Radio Cayman talk show, but this has gotten out of where anything needs to be at this point. October 24, they couldn't source their AAA. They were getting it out of Europe, and it was no longer available. And I did a Google search, and that medication had been taken out and off of the market for 3 years because it was one of the older antiretroviral HIV drugs. The HSA continued to source a drug that was out and not being made any longer. And they continued to source it till they couldn't source it out of Europe no more. We went to where I couldn't get it in October 2024 because they didn't have it. And instead of calling me in and sitting me down, either with my doctor, who is now one in West Bay, Dr. Christian is a doctor. He cares about his patients. Let me tell you, if I could have 100 Dr. Christians, I would have them in Cayman. That is a doctor. And I told Ms. Yearwood today, Dr. Robinson is only a doctor for patient numbers. Dr. Christian is a doctor who cares about his patients. But I find myself in a situation here where now I don't want no longer to access the services of what I now consider not the Health Services Authority. I have told Ms. Yearwood, and I have included the same members of government and the opposition that I did when I was about to go homeless in this country in December because I was living and renting a room in a slum from a Caymanian Christian woman. Okay? That got dealt with. Now I have to deal with the inefficiencies again of the HSA. It's been 3 times now since I've been put on this new antiretroviral 3-combination HIV drug called Biktarvy, that they can't get it. This last going off, I would have been out of it for almost 7 days. It went 4 days, and I had had enough because when I called it in, I was told West Bay Health Center didn't have any. I told Ms. Yearwood in a couple of emails that it's unacceptable for me to be doing everything that I have done with my health because I'm in perfect health. I can't get any help for Cayman or Miss Sabrina than I am. My CD4 count is almost 1,000. And that goes to show my immune system is held strong.
Yeah, it's good.
But it doesn't help when you suffer from osteoarthritis, mental illness, that you got to live on depression pills, and it doesn't help when you suffer from nerve problems. When something of the equation is broken, it interrupts your life. It interrupts things in a way that people will not understand unless you have to deal with stuff on a daily basis. In this day and age, after being on antiretrovirals for 14 almost years, because I went on the 1st of October, 23rd of January, I think it was, 2013. To have to still put up with this. So the Biktarvy, the HSA, didn't have any Miss Sabrina. And I was told they were waiting on an order. I gave it 4 days and the order didn't come. So I sent Miss Yearwood an email and I was angry and very angry and I'm still angry. And I told her today in the last email I sent her, if her or anyone else from the HSA contacts me other than to sort out my health care and my medication dispensation. Figure a way out. I'm giving you had 30 days. It's now 28 and a half days. I told Miss Yearwood, you have 28 and a half days to figure it out with Cynical, where I had to fight 10 years to get an indefinite insurance when I was doing everything I was supposed to do and more to keep me healthy. You figure out how I'm supposed to access healthcare and medications, because I have lost faith and trust in the HSA, and I will not be returning in any shape or form to any HSA facility. So she's gone and involved Dr. Cummins in it. He called and left a voice note. I'm not calling him back. Dr. Robertson has called and left a voice note, and I refuse to call her back. I want Miss Yearwood to understand what I said in the email this evening, the last email to her. She needs to go. And don't worry about the HSA. Because for the love of me and Almighty God that created me, I don't understand how one woman, Miss Sabrina and Cayman, has so much scandals under a healthcare system of the Cayman Islands that is supposed to be there to care for its patients. She has apologized once for one of her rude Caymanian EMS male staff that discriminated against me at the hospital some years ago. When I went in, I got asthma and I could barely breathe, and I was in emergency, and the curtain to the room was pulled, and my Indian nurse, he was wheeling in a patient, and he wheeled the patient in and stopped and told the nurse that was in charge of me what I had. Miss Yearwood has apologized by an email. I have told her today it has not been resolved because it took months of threatening her with going to Facebook to expose what was going on. And here I find myself today, and I told her to listen loud. I was going to call. I was going to talk about emails. This has to stop. I had to go as far as the Ministry of Health to find out why the medication didn't get here. And it was a delay with BA because it's coming out of Ireland, as far as I know, where Victoria is made. It's the script, I think, makes it. It couldn't get on the flight for whatever reason. I guess BA prioritizes its customers and their luggage over cargo. So it came in 2 days ago, I think. They called today to tell me, and she told me in an email today, I could pick up map. I told her she's not addressing what I asked her to address it, because I'm not coming to get the medicine. I have called. I have spoken to the young gentleman at the pharmacy in West Bay, and I have told him, like I told his boss this year, would take the 30-day Victoria prescription you have, take it out of, put it back in your stock. I'm not coming to get it. I refuse to come back to the HSA because there are too many laps happening in my treatment. And I am done with a system, Miss Sabrina, that some of those folks at the Georgetown Hospital, the government can rename of the day or can rename any institution in Cayman that does with the HSA after anyone they want. I'm not going there. But the services of the Health Services Authority has to improve. And I keep saying it's not going to improve. When I told Ms. Yearwood today, when you have people sitting in high places that don't know what they're doing, they need to do the royal and loyal thing for the rest of us who are patient. Because we depend on a healthcare system for it to properly work. Now, I know that I can go probably about a week or a week and a half without antiretrovirals, okay? Because of how strong my immune system is.
But that may not be the case. But that may not be the case for
someone
others.
Else.
Yes.
So I can tell you where Mrs. Lizette Yearwood, when I sent this email, got this medicine from. She must have went out and asked, because when she came back with her reply, Miss Sabrina, the reply that she gave me made me understand she did not know the HSA was out of stock of antiretrovirals. called Victoria. Okay? That was how I read it. And she was going to do what she could to fix it. Let me tell you how she fixed it. She must have called around or got her staff to call around at the facilities and the health centers and Cayman Space Hospital. That's where it came from, came down on a plane. So they dispensed me 5 pills to hold off now till the medicine came to me today. And I got the call and I told them I'm not taking it anymore. Figure it out. I will take the 5 that I have, the 4 left, but after that, no more. Because I am done with this treatment. People have to understand, people have to live in this country and this madness that keeps going on at the HSA. I don't understand how persons can stay in charge of the HSA as she is, Ms. Yearwood. I told her today in the final email, you have put this and escalated this to a level that my brain no longer wants to tolerate, Ms. Yearwood. And if you or anyone else from the HSA contacts me further, it better be about, in the next 28 and a half days, telling me how I'm to access health care and medication prescription without going to the HSA marked facilities. I have cynical indefinite. You cynical and your healthcare, so-called world-class Cayman Islands healthcare at the HSA needs to figure it out for me. And I told her these words because she has said this to me before in October when all this drama in 2024 started. And I told Ms. Yearwood someone had to be fired, Ms. Sabrina. And a couple months later, we heard the big debacle of all of the prescription drugs going out and the pain pills going out and being sold to this and the doctors getting loans from the pharmacy, this and that, from the 2 staff that no longer there, Colin Medford and the other one. I told Ms. Yearwood someone had to lose their job. And I have told Ms. Yearwood this again, but I directed it straight to her. And I'm not afraid of her. I'm not afraid of anyone sitting in government who sits in a high position. And I hope this evening that the health minister is listening because she needs to rectify what is going on with her and the government, and the health services board needs to rein in Ms. Yearwood. The woman needs to be fired. I told her she either needs to resign or be fired because I am a patient and I have done everything I have been asked for almost 14 years. And you, as a health services authority of this country called the Cayman Islands, you have failed me. And I'm sure there's others in the community that think that it's time for you to be gone out of the position that you hold. Let me tell you, Lizette Yearwood comes from the same country I come from, the Cayman Islands, couple doors down from Cotton Tree, Cayman Bright. I was West in the Point. This is what makes this so bad, Miss Sabrina. She has told me in the past, I'm not only the CEO of the HSA, I am your friend. And my answer was to her, this is what makes this so bad in this day and age, Miss Sabrina. I'm going to leave it there before I get myself in any problems with anybody. But I want the government to know that I have sent emails out to Mr. Andre Eban, Mr. Gary Ratty, Mr. Wayne Panton, Mr. Nicholas DaCosta, Miss Heather Bodin, Miss Catherine Ebanks-Wilk, Mr. Isaac Rankin, and 2 members of the opposition, Mr. Joey Hugh the Head and Mr. Roy Mike Tiger. I have included Ms. Tamara Hurlston and my officer, Ms. Anglin, at the DFA. Someone has to sort it out. They have to sort it out. And I gave Ms. Yearwood strict instructions. If it's not about sorting out my health care and my medication dispenses to be dispensed to me in the next 28 and a half days, if you pick up the phone to call me again or make contact with me by email otherwise than what I've told you to sort out my health care and my medication dispensement in the next 28 and a half days, I am going to contact that lawyer, like I told Ms. Yearwood at the start of this in October 2024, and up till Wednesday when I told her again today. I will contact a lawyer, and I will meet you in court. I will sue the HSA and the Cayman Islands government and Ms. Yearwood and anyone else that needs to get sued, because my health care means my life. And if the pharmacist employee at West Bay Health Center can tell me a week ago that it's not only me waiting on Biktarvy antiretroviral, then Ms. Yearwood, you, the health minister, the HSA board, and the government needs to go figure out how to solve the crisis happening at our national healthcare system called the HSA. Because I have never abused cynical, Miss Sabrina, and I never will. But I am done.
This is putting a bigger spotlight on a even larger, more concerning issue. Because as AJT Campbell says, if folks are not as protective as this caller is, it should be of great concern that there are others out of treatment whose viral loads may be increasing, making HIV more transmissible.
We don't know what they're doing. And this is what a family member in the U.S. has said to me, my sister.
This should be a public health concern.
You are advocating for others.
Yeah.
But yet when I take to Radio Cayman, they don't want you to call names, and it's the government radio station, the people station, and they shut you down. So how are we supposed to get this fixed at the HSA? Besides getting rid of Miss Yearwood first, put a Caymanian in place. I tell people many years ago, there was a good Caymanian lady. I ain't going to call her name. She's still alive. She's from Cayman Brack. Everybody knows her. She was in charge of the HSA. That lady didn't have this crisis going on with her leadership, did she? I dare say no, that lady didn't. But Miss Yearwood sure has a crisis on her hands. And if it's the last thing I do, I am going to advocate for Lizette Yearwood to be fired from the HSA. And if I have to take it to a petition to the people, I will get the signatures needed and get rid of Miss Yearwood, because she has failed me as a patient, and she has failed every other vulnerable Caymanian that is suffering and lives with HIV and the discrimination that comes with it. And we don't need no lapse in our medicine. We don't need no lapse in our care. We are human beings, and I am going to advocate for the government to put in place some strict rules and procedures going forward from this day on how persons living with HIV in this country must be taken care of. I don't care if it bankrupts this government or this country. But the discrimination that goes on in this country for persons like me, and the stress that is put on your body. Let me tell you, I told Miss Yearwood, it is only Almighty God, Miss Sabrina, that has held my mouth. You hear me? But I told her I was not going to allow it to continue anymore. Miss Yearwood, I am going to end here. Your time at the HSA, I am sorry. One bloody Caymanian and one angry Cayman Breaker to another Cayman Breaker. You need to resign or be fired, or I'm coming for you with a petition very shortly to get you out of the HSA. Put a Caymanian there that can do the job, Cayman Islands government and health minister, and what the HSA needs to do and the government needs to do going forward. Listen to when things like this are happening to vulnerable patients in this country who has done everything. I have done everything and more for almost 14 years since I was diagnosed the 1st of October 2012. I have done everything to keep me healthy. I do not abuse my cynical insurer. My doctor, the good Dr. Gerard Christian, told me January this year, you do not need to come to see me till January next year. So tell me, Cayman and Miss Sabrina and Miss Yearwood, why is there a lapse in my antiretroviral treatment? You know I can sue the HSA and the government for it under human rights. Miss Yearwood and the government just don't know the Pandora box they are opening up.
Well, this should be
But
a
I am
public health
well
concern. But this is a bigger.
It's not a public health concern, Miss Sabrina, because I tell you again, Miss Yearwood had no idea the HSA were out of antiretrovirals called Biktarvy.
So how much people are impacted by this is the bigger issue. And
I
I think
don't
this is
know.
something then the
He
board would have
told
to
me-
look into.
Yes, and I am going to the HSA board next because I went to the Ministry of Health and they came back just after Miss Yearwood came back 2 days ago and told me it was a shipping and logistics problem with DA because I sent the first email and I said it's either someone forgot to put in the order so they screwed up for the Biktarvy antiretroviral, or it's a shipping and logistic problem, or it is the problem where the HSA has no funds to purchase the medicine and it was shipping. But Ms. Sabrina, the question has to be asked, and I've asked Ms. Yearwood, where the hell is your plan B? Because you don't have one.
Well,
And all I get from her is, I apologize, and I'm going to make sure this doesn't be an inconvenience to you going further. That doesn't work for me no more because you've already made it an inconvenience 3 times in the last year and a half since you have prescribed a new antiretroviral for me. So get your shit together, Lizette Yearwood and HSA and Cayman Islands government and health minister. You all not heard the last of me yet because I am going to the HSA board and I am going to get a meeting and I am going to address them like I've addressed it here today, Ms. Sabrina.
Well,
this has to stop. It has to stop. And Lizette Yearwood needs to go.
Well, I think
Forget
if you
that
look
she's
at,
from Cayman Bride. She needs to go.
I think if you look
Her
at
time is gone.
if you look at the issue, which is the problem, everything else
Yes,
in
ma'am.
time based on proper protocols will actually
fall
fall in
into
place.
place.
But look at the elephant
Amen.
in the
There is
room.
a God.
Look at the elephant in the room right now, and I don't want you to ever not be on your treatment. And if you really made that request where because of how you're being handled at that facility, and
I
there are
have, and
other
I met
local
it, and I met
providers,
it.
and let's
they
say
are.
it is here, then you're asking for a
Yeah.
referral so you don't have to go back there is what I'm
Yes, so
ultimately
that I don't
hearing.
have to go back there.
So that there is
That's what I
consistency
asked
and there's
for.
okay. So what you do, since
Yes.
you've made that public, leave me there,
Yes,
continue
ma'am.
to do what you're doing in the backdrop.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
once there is a possibility of legal getting involved, I suggest that you refrain from saying any more publicly so that the whole
Yes, ma'am.
process can take its course. But what you have done today is highlight a big problem. Try to
Yes, ma'am.
remove personalities out of it for right now and deal with the
Yes,
elephant
ma'am.
in the room.
Yes, ma'am.
Because this
Which is
a
me. I need to be
huge-
taken care of.
there's a bigger public health concern with what you
Yes,
have
there
described.
is, because there could be people out there not that now don't even want. You know, people might not be as vocal as me that have HIV, and if they stop their treatment, they might not even have gone to pick theirs up either.
Or they
and we
may
need
have
to
an
know
early
what's
death.
happening because it's a health crisis
There we
happening.
go. There we go.
Because if somebody goes out and have sex and spreads it, then what? Who do that? When they get it? Who do they come after?
Yeah.
Ms. Yearwood, the HSA, or the government? We don't know.
Well,
so
leave
we
us
need
there.
a solution.
Stick a pin.
Thank
but
you,
deal
and
with
you-
the elephant in the room.
I'm sorry for intervening
No,
on
you
your
didn't.
birthday.
That's what it is. It's Free Flow
But
Friday.
this has bigger implications. And if I have to be a voice and put out my laundry to Cayman to hear that they don't know because they
You're an
already know,
advocate.
because
You're a voice.
I was talked about before I came out the hospital in 2012, and I knew what I had before I came out because people were talking it.
Well-
Before it was even done with a second test.
Well, my love,
God
deal
bless
with the
you.
problem.
I thank
Bless
you.
you too. Keep
I
the
will.
faith. Keep the faith.
And I will, but things will change. But
Yes, sir.
she needs to go. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Ms. Sabrina.
You're
and
welcome.
love you a lot.
Love
Have
you.
a good evening.
All right, my dear.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I have to read this comment because AJ Campbell, 345-936-8255 is the number to call. The phone lines are now open. We have approximately 15 minutes left to go. If folks are not as proactive as this caller it should be of great concern, and that there are lots of others out of treatment whose viral loads may be increasing, making HIV more transmissible. This should be a public health concern. There's a reason why I left that up there, because even though I know how emotive and how one is feeling right now, this is a huge public health concern. So yes, there is an issue going on right there. And I'm hoping that, the caller can get this matter resolved. But Cayman Islands, nationally, if this is what's happening more than once, we do have an issue. Good evening, caller. You're live on Sabrina Speaks. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
I know that voice.
But the only thing is, I feel so sorry about the situation that young man is in.
Mm-hmm.
And like we say, we don't need, people around that not getting the drugs, because everybody might not, like you said, be vocal and talk about it and go do what they do. And we don't need to spread that, and it seems very good care of himself. And everybody might not. They just don't get it. They just don't care. They just say, well, you know what? I don't have it. Let me go on, do what I'm doing. So I'll be praying for him.
Yeah.
And we pray that it works out for him. But I got something for my girl. You're my girl, and I'm so happy you're still here and you're blessed. And hey, girl,
thank you.
I just want to say this to you, and it's you I'm celebrating. When I look at my life, see where I stand. Yeah. I made it through more than they know. When I look at my life, all that I've been, every scar, every fall, every place I've been, still here breathing, still finding my way. Through the nights I thought I wouldn't see another day. Ain't nobody clapping for me, so I'm clapping for myself. All the times I held on when I needed help. Celebrating everything I survived. All the nights I cried, but still I stay alive. I'm celebrating. Yeah, I'm standing on me. Even when it's hard, I'm who I need to be. You gotta do it for yourself. Ain't nobody coming through. You gotta find the strength, even when you don't want to. Gonna be hard sometimes. It's gonna feel too much. You gonna break, you gonna cry, you gonna wanna give up. But believe me, you gonna make it, even when you can't see. You're stronger than the moment. You just gotta believe. I celebrate me for everything I survived. All the storms I walked through. Still I'm here, still alive. Oh, celebrate me. Yeah, I'm rising slowly. Even when it don't kill you, nothing stopping me. So even if it don't feel like it, still standing. That means something. No one can take that from you. No one. Me. Oh, through the hurt, through the pain, I still found my way. And I won't apologize. Every step I took got me through this time. eyes. Hold on. You're gonna be alright. Celebrate you.
Yes,
Oh
my
my
baby.
gosh. Thank you. I know. I got to do this one for you, my love. I got to do this one for you. I'm going to bottoms up for you. Thank you so much. You can pray for me
Word.
afterwards here.
Oh yes. What? What? What you doing now?
I just did a toast for you. I just did a bottoms up. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Connie Bonnie is jumping along as well. And yeah, thank you so much. That's profound. It is a snippet in words, but yeah, you celebrate. You don't show it. You just do it. You do it without knowing what's around the bend, but there's faith. There's hope. And there are people like you.
Yeah.
Prayers and of total strangers, those unknown prayers that just holds you together. And you don't have to be in somebody's space to know who are your true friends, who are your ride or die. And I must tell you this much, Miss J, publicly, I thank you. You're one gem and how we came together. And we are there in our own special way for each other, even though one may not understand our relationship. We know that's solid. Ain't nothing gonna break that. And I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that you're in my life.
The same here. And I'm telling you, I celebrate you because you've been through so much. But like the song say, you're still standing. And at the end of the day, the most important thing with us as human beings is not where we come from, not where we've been through, but how we stand and how we finish the race. It makes the difference. And if we don't go through those things, we won't know who we really are.
You're right.
So sometimes we just got to give God the amen, the hallelujah.
That's true.
And, we learn to allow through the rough times.
Correct.
And what used to move us before no longer move us because we understand who we are.
Exactly.
And it also teaches us who humans are. And I have to talk about people as I know them, not what people think of a person. I have to talk of a person how I know them. Some of my friends is people that, I can't take her. Well, I can take her, not you. I'm just saying per se. And sometimes they're the most wonderful people.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But sometimes because life has dished them dirt, they just hold their corner. They just keep away sometimes. And people intend to think that they're, I don't know what, bad or think they're more. They're not, because sometimes the world could be a cruel place. And I celebrate you, my friend. I love you. And all of the June birthdays out there, hey, pick up on yourselves.
That's right.
And love you all. And God bless you all.
One and
Have
only.
a wonderful weekend.
Yes, lots of love, Miss J. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. There you have it. I mean, she said it. All it is. And, by extension, there are lots of us who are like that. And I just want to tell you that we're ride or die. And some relationships can blossom out of the weirdest makeup and under circumstances. But I'm telling you, there are true gems out there and genuine people nevertheless. And yeah, sometimes you actually do a pullback, as Miss J alluded to, and people says, oh God, I can't take her. No, you don't know why you're protecting your own peace. You see a lot of things sometimes. So instead of you going out there, you're more reserved. You protect your own peace. You protect yourselves. And that's often misread, but that's okay. That's on them, not on me. But for those gems who are in my life, you don't have to be in my personal space. There's so much of you that I've built relationships with. And even now in this new chapter of my life, that I want to tell you that I appreciate every one of you. Every one of you hold that special place, even those within that I met during the 4-year term, long-lasting relationships and friendships, that are staying with me to this day. And even though they don't like to hear me saying, I'm going to not go there again, I know why. I know me, and that's all that matters. But it doesn't take away the relationship, the bonds, and the friendships that I have made with you. And for each person, you know exactly who I'm talking to and about.
I don't have to be in a political position in order to still be in your life. And I think I have proven that in my own little way with this platform. And there's a reason why I'm here. And yeah, I just want to let you know that I would have never known that I would have long lasting relationships in this virtual space from people all around the world, people that if we ever met in person, like Harry, like the real Michelle, you know, all of that sort of stuff. I mean, look at Jimbo. People thought that I knew Jim. I didn't, but I had one opportunity to meet Jim. And when we met each other and we embraced, it was as though we knew each other for years. That is how powerful this space, because you get to know people, you get to learn people, you see them totally different. And that's what's so unique about the times that we're living in right now. So again, for the outpouring love and support, I share that. I want to let you all know that it's something I'm getting used to, but I want to tell you that I appreciate it. I'm embracing all of it. And I share it. And I will continue to use my voice. I will continue to advocate here. I will continue to be a partner with Sandra in this space as we continue to bloom and grow, to uplift this community one episode at a time. But yes, it has come to that hour. I want to thank my caller before, Miss G. I just want to tell them to hang in there. And they shared some flowers with us as well, with me to be a part. Thank you. And, I'm hoping, we got people that are just, despite all of this, they're still able to, through the thick or thin, they're still able to, thank you, caller, for sharing these two pictures with us. And I'm telling you that our thoughts are here with you, our prayers, and you are going to, that's beautiful from his garden. He's sharing those beautiful flowers with me this evening. But I'm telling you, we're one family. Ain't got nothing going to break that up here as we continue to, build this space. And I'm just happy that you guys are realizing and you're trusting the space. 1 year ago, it was hard for me to get even some of you because you were feeling out, who is she? Is she real? Is this real or is she fake and all that? And I'm just so happy for all of you guys for just embracing me and for giving me an opportunity as we get to learn each other even more, one episode at a time. That's called Blind Love. Oh yeah. You jealous? You jealous? See, I declared that. Connor just realizing that I met him. Blind Love. Yes. Enjoy your special day. I will, Annie. Mona Wellington, nice song. Happiest birthday, Miss Sabrina. Thank you so much. And Connie is saying lovely. Yeah, but it's just different. It's just different. But again, it has been a pleasure bringing you another episode of Sabrina Speaks on this, my special day. And I could have opted out to say, look, I'm going to jet set where to Cayman, going to go somewhere. I'm not going to even bother it. But you know what? I couldn't have made a better decision to do this today. And I didn't get to share the little story with you that I had a water leak here today at the house. And I didn't know that there was a water leak. And thank God, kudos to the Water Authority crew. It was when they came banging on the door to let me know something is up with your water line. So in a day I should be receiving, of course, Water Authority called me out and said, Miss Sabrina, something's going on. Yeah, I only have an estimated bill right now of $1,200. So only on my birthday would it work in reverse. Like, what the heck? So yes, I had to cancel all lunch engagements, all greetings, where I was content creating and all that sort of stuff. So I've been dealing with that here, but thank God it was discovered. Thank God and I'm hoping it's being resolved. But that's what I was doing on this birthday Friday. And, but you know what? The Lord don't give you no more than you can bear. I still showed up. We still smile. We still able to share this space with all of you. And the best is yet to come. I want to tell you all to be safe on the roads. Have it. Yes, girl. Well, poor the little lady at Water Authority. I said, darling, it's called payment plan. Yeah. Can you imagine? That's an estimate. So yeah, the plumbers were here anyhow, even though they came a little late. I got to respect them. I love them dearly. But to the gentleman who came up to the door, I want to thank you for alerting me. I want to thank you. Sorry if you misread the exchange, but yeah, love you lots here on the Sabrina Speaks platform. It is me. But yeah, it was a lot to digest. And then you hear that estimate is like, oh, Yeah, but the Lord don't give you no more than you can bear. So that's why I'm going to sign out this evening because I'm celebrating me. That's one expensive drink after getting an estimate of $1,200. Love you lots. Good night. Be safe. God bless. Until Tuesday. See you soon.
That's a wrap for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks. Thank you for tuning in and for being part of the conversation. Remember, the dialogue doesn't stop here. Stay engaged, stay informed, and most importantly, stay empowered. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m., same time, same place, right here on CMR TV and radio, where your voice matters and your truth is heard. Until then, Cayman, take care of yourself and each other.
That's it for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks, where your voice matters, your story counts, and your truth is always welcome. Join us weekdays from 5 until 6:30 p.m. right here on CMR TV as we dive into the topics that matter most to you. Catch the show live or on demand at cmrtv.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram so you never miss a moment. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and always speak your truth.